Today, we will discuss the concept of objects and classes, addressing the use of set and get methods, as well as static class members and final instance variables. At the end of the lecture, it is my expectation that you should be able to explain encapsulating and data hiding using the appropriate keywords, use static variables and methods appropriately, and import static members of a class. This lecture continues our discussion of Object-Oriented Programming, OOP, by introducing one of its primary capabilities, inheritance, which is a form of software we use in which a new class is created by absorbing an existing class members and embellishing them with new or modified capabilities. When creating a class, rather than declaring a completely new members, you can designate that the new class should inherit the members of an existing class. The existing class is called the superclass, and the new class is the subclass. A subclass can add its own fields and methods. Therefore, a subclass is more specific than its superclass and represents a more specialized group of objects. The superclass exhibits the behaviors of its superclass and can modify these behaviors so that they operate appropriately for the subclass. This is why inheritance is sometimes referred to as a specialization. Unlike C++, Java does not support multiple inheritance, which occurs when a class is derived from more than one direct superclass. Let us consider time class case study. This example consists of two classes. Class time1 represents the time of day. Class time1 test is an application class in which the main method creates one object of class time1 and invokes its methods. These classes must be declared in separate files because they are both public classes. Its source code is written following this syntax. In this example, class time1 does not declare a constructor, so the class has a default constructor that is supplied by the compiler. Method setTimes, which is line 12 to 25, is a public method that declares three parameters and uses them to set the time. Lines 15 to 16 test each argument to determine whether the value is in the proper range, and if so, lines 18 to 20 assign the values to the hour, minute, and second instance variables. We shall continue with the objects and classes in Java programming language in the next lecture as we discuss the access modifiers. Always refer to your course materials for further understanding. Until then, goodbye.